Question number 4.
Recording now.
Amazing. Right, imagine the world. Don't imagine the world. Forget the world. Do you like the film?
Complete waste of sentence.
Do you like to get used to it. Do you like the movie The Shining, Dave?
Who doesn't like the movie
Great movie, The Shining. Do you know what could improve The Shining? Potentially. You probably think it's amazing and there's nothing that you can do to improve it. What's one of the best things about The Shining, Dave?
Jack Nicholson.
Jack Nicholson is one of the best things about The Shining. It's a powerhouse performance, and he's obviously crazy or possibly possessed. Who knows? It could be a poisonous hotel. Who knows? You know what would improve The Shining? I don't mean literally poison.
What would improve The Shining? Right.
More Jack Nicholson, Dave. More Jack Nicholson, but you don't just want 2 Jack Torrances. You want some other kind of Jack Nicholson. So my question to you, Dave, is which Jack Nicholson performance would be the best Jack Nicholson Which Jack Nicholson performance would be the 4th best Jack Nicholson performance to add to The Shining to make it better, Dave?
Or, as I wrote it down, the 4th best Jack Nicholson character to be placed in The Shining.
If you're one of your choices is Jack Torrance, you can't have it.
I haven't said
good.
that.
That's all right then.
What I have said is you've got a couple of choices here. Is you either shoehorn a character in a kind of Suicide Squad. We wanted to make a film about Deadshot, but didn't think anyone would come and watch that, so we put the Joker in there. Yeah,
that was the subsequent decision. That was originally it was only because Will Smith had got the throw that they changed it.
Yeah, so it's like shoehorn or replace. So, for instance, you could replace Halloran, Scatman Carruthers, best name ever, with with Frank Costello from The Departed.
Honey, what's the name? Weeks? Honey.
What?
I'm thinking of other cool names like Scatman Carruthers. No, sorry, go on. Yeah. Bobcat Goldthwait.
Right, thank you for that.
You said he was...
Right, no, he was the best name ever. Or you have to concentrate on what I'm saying after that bit. You can't just go off. This is doing no good for my self-esteem, you know.
Well,
you replied.
I listened to what you were saying, and it created a thought in my mind.
Well done.
If anything, you've had an impact on my life, Dave.
I keep telling you, do not think about what I'm talking about. Just accept it, ignore it, move on.
Okay.
That's what everyone else does. It works.
Okay.
So you replace Halloran, Scatman Carruthers, best name ever, with Frank Costello at The Departed.
Why is that good?
They're both fatherly figures.
Okay.
And it would be dead easy to kind of like do a subplot where Costello really runs the hotel, or he's just like skimming off the top of the takings, and he's running a brothel out of room 237.
And he's ratting everyone out to the FBI.
Yeah, ratting everyone out to the ghosts. See,
I've got
dead easy. You don't have to change the film.
I haven't gone for replacing a character. I've left the film as it is, but I've shoehorned. Mine's all shoehorning.
Okay.
And it's sort of changing the film. Insofar as Frank Costello, you put him in there and he'd rat out the plot to the audience. And he'd be turning people against each other, which would get you to the finale. So you'd be turning Wendy and Jack against each other. And so also, if it followed the sort of tone and sort of structure of The Departed, possibly more people would die at the end. Spoilers. For a 1973 film, and whenever The Departed was.
You could also replace it with Colonel Nathan Jessup.
Yes, you could!
And then someone could come up to Colonel Nathan Jessup and say, "What's the truth behind room 237?" And he could say, "I don't know."
I say, you can't.
I don't know.
Can I just ask you a question? Are you only using Jack Nicholson films that you've seen? Because I am.
No.
Oh, okay. Exciting. This is very exciting.
So, you could replace Jack Torrance. Now, you could replace Jack Torrance, right, with
Jessup.
Jimmy Hoffa.
Right.
Because he starred in Hoffa about Jimmy Hoffa.
Yep.
And there's a whole corner of the internet that's dedicated to where is Jimmy Hoffa buried.
And he's in the Overlook Hotel.
He's in. Well,
frozen,
he's not.
He's frozen.
He's frozen to death outside the maze.
And like
there.
He's over there. Yeah, that's where he is. Or.
And then all that corner of the
in the
internet
movie
then
Hoffa.
could be deleted and just replaced with cat pictures.
Like most.
Something useful.
He was in the movie Hoffa because he starred as Jimmy Hoffa, and he was in the movie The Shining because he starred as Jack the Shining.
He did indeed.
That was his character. I said the name of all of his characters. He was Colonel Nathan, A Few Good Men, wasn't he?
He was.
I think he'd be good because he wouldn't be good actually. Colonel Jessup would be a bad ending, a bad person to have in Waiting to The Shining, because being the guy who's got the truth, being the guy who explains all the things, he would clear up the ambiguous ending, which you don't want, do you? Who wants that? Who wants that? You don't.
Can I just say, A Few Good Men is a fantastic film.
Isn't it? It's really good.
You it's that good. Tom Cruise looks good in it.
It's true. It is true. Although, I mean, he's been in some good stuff.
He has, but usually on account of other people. Like Mission Impossible's great, but that's because it's got Jean Reno in, and everything Jean Reno does is brilliant.
Apart from Godzilla.
It's brilliant because Jean Reno's in
his
it.
part of it is better. I tell you who would make the most sense as a Jack Nicholson character to put into without changing any of the characters. Daryl Van Horn from The Witches of Eastwick.
Can I just say, I've never seen The Witches of Eastwick.
Well, he's essentially the devil.
Oh yeah, spoiler.
Daryl Van Horn.
Spoiler for a film from the late 80s.
Yeah. So he would make sense to have him on Jack Torrance's Jack the Shining's shoulder, just encouraging him to do the bad stuff. All work and no axing up your wife makes Jack a dull writer.
A less obvious choice would be to replace Wendy Torrance
with
the Doctor out of Tommy. Because they're both caring people, aren't they?
Right.
They're both shit scared of people who've got axes. It didn't come up in the Tommy script, but I think it was a DVD extra. And the bonus, of course, is that in The Shining, he wouldn't have to sing.
No,
You can't fault that one, can you?
But again, I mean, it's a pretty egotistical man who marries himself, I suppose. I think that that if you were George Hansen, if you added George Hansen from Easy Rider into the film, it would change the overall tone of the film, but he'd pass it all off as a bad trip.
He would, but you said George Hansen.
Is that not his name?
It might be. I can't remember. Right, I have seen Easy
Have you
Rider.
written it down? What have you called him?
I can't remember that I haven't used him in that, but in this question. But when you said Hansen, I thought of the Hansen brothers in Slapshot.
Okay.
So I thought, what was Jack Nicholson in Slapshot? And that's a film that people who've seen it and haven't seen it on the intertubes, people who've seen it and haven't seen it for a while are going to go, oh, Slapshot's shit, right? But trust me, it's actually a much better film than you remember. There's a lot going on in that film. Sorry, tangent. What's your fourth?
Also, I think you could probably get away.
I'm not ready to give you my
You
fourth.
could add.
Not ready.
You could add an extra dimension to the weirdness of The Shining by including the movie director from Head, the Monkeys film. The inherent psychedelia and all the happy-clappy 60s. If the Joker was wandering around the corridors of the Overlook Hotel, he wouldn't look out of place, would he? He's a sort of a garish contradiction, and he'd be like very strange, and he could be the spectre of evil within the hotel.
It's funny you should say that.
Have I?
My fourth.
I haven't got to my fourth. Carry on.
Take the character of Danny.
Mm-hmm. And replace him with the Joker.
No. Propel that character forward 25 years.
So are we getting an
And
epilogue?
imagine The Shining was a backstory.
To Batman.
What would he turn into? The Joker?
Okay, no, I can
He's
see that.
basically watched his mom be complicit in the murder of his dad. And you could really...
And he became Batman!
No, and he led to him becoming the Joker. And if you have it, so that as he's climbing out the window, near the end, spoiler, he falls on some broken glass and gives himself a Chelsea smile. Like, he goes to climb out the window and sort of like goes, ugh, oh! Falls like that. And as he comes up and there's blood, there's an orchestra hit, he goes, bam, bam, bam! And everyone will know.
And then after that bit, he goes to a doctor who fixes his smile and allows him to grow up to be a hitman.
There you go.
So the whole Chelsea smile bit was in there.
So Danny is actually the Joker.
In an epilogue.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright.
Comic books, man, they're dead easy to write.
Tonally incorrect, but also would be kind of cool. Is if the character, the Jack Nicholson character that you added to The Shining was Jack Nicholson from I'm Still Here, the Joaquin Phoenix film, because he'd be wandering around the film during the events going, I ad-libbed that bit. It's not a real axe. He was a proper twat to all the actors, you know. I mean, I know he's well respected, but he was a proper knobhead.
He didn't really do a dump on his chest.
Frank Gitti's...
That happens in the film, if you haven't seen it.
Frank Gitti's... Jack Gitti's... Frank Gitti's, I was looking at this. Jack Gitti's from Chinatown and the Two Jacks.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Depending upon what point in the first film, really, that point. Well, depending upon what point would affect how he reacted to it all. Because if it was after the end of Chinatown that you put him in, he'd go, that's the Overlook for you. He'd accept things as they are, because that was the takeaway from Chinatown. He was like, oh well, what can you do? Things are a bit weird. And the guy from Wolf, what have I got him down as? Will Randall. Will Randall, again, when he's a wolf, he could be prowling around the things. It wouldn't be strange to see again a man who looked like your dad suddenly morph into a wolf and maybe try to savage you, and you run away and hide with your little finger man. Or it could maybe that would change the tone of the chase through the maze if there was some kind of wolfman in there. That'd be interesting. I don't know why, but Melvin out of As Good As It Gets would not work at all, but would I'm sure bring a certain amount of hilarious joy to the film. I don't know why. And my actual fourth.
What's your fourth?
Is R.P. McMurphy.
Of course. From One Flew Out of the Cuckoo's Nest. Because it would change the start of that film. Shoehorned in. And it would kind of give a sort of a justification for why he ends up in an asylum. So imagine that The Shining is a prequel.
So in a way, there's an accord with different characters having different consequences. But yeah, kind of, if you want.
But you've got that completely wrong.
Why?
Because when R.P. McMurphy went into the asylum, he wasn't mad. That was the point.
Yeah, but when
he was faking it.
Yeah, but when the Joker starts off, he hasn't got a Chelsea smile, and he's not formally Danny Torrance.
Yeah, all right. Using my words against me.
Facts. So there we go. So, in summation, who is the fourth best Jack Nicholson to improve The Shining by putting some more Jack Nicholson into The Shining is
the
R.P.
Joker.
McMurphy. Hey. Do you agree? Do you agree with what we're saying about the whole?
No, I've got loads.
No, we haven't. It says so there.
No. Oh, maybe he does. You better hurry up then.
Okay.
I'm really out of...
Do you agree with what we said about Jack Nicholson and how he could improve The Shining? Personally, I was not sold on
I thought these
concept.
memory cards were bigger than that.
I wasn't sold on the concept of this question. I like the concept overall, but I didn't really know enough about Jack Nicholson. Maybe a different actor. Maybe suggest a different actor in the comments. Stop! I'm running out of time! So, in the comments, tell us what you thought, tell us what your answer is, and also maybe suggest another actor for us to answer this question about, to slam into their film. Stop it!
Card. You should do longer than that. Hurry up, Rob, it's running out.
Please like and subscribe, and tune in on the 14th of...
I think so. Valentine's Day?
4th of February.
14th, Valentine's Day,
Yeah.
I think.
Is it? Well, anyway, question 5 will be along shortly. Bye.
Quite well there. But you were fucking me up.